Hello everybody and welcome to One Player. Today, as you can see, the dice candle is burning, and that means yet another offering has been made to the dungeon lords, the overlords of the underground, the underlords of the overground. That didn't make sense. We are venturing further into this cavern. Gwent Gawyn is making his way slowly into the history books. Monks will scribe his name for centuries if we can find ourselves just one more part and he can get himself out of dungeon training level 1. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's get going. If you missed the last episode, do go back and watch it. It was a cracker. Gwent Gawyn, spoilers alert, managed to find himself a giant rat arm. He is going to sell it to some guy named Icarus down at the pub, and I think that's absolutely fantastic. He did get himself knocked down, back down, I should say, to 9 health. He has lit his oil, so he's got 16 oil. We're not worried about this really. He used up 2 of his lesser HPs to bring him back up. He got a massive hit from a rat who hit him right in the head, but we showed him who's boss with our giant lance. On this turn, we are going to have to shade in this time check, and to be quite frank, if we can encounter someone, I'm not against just encountering someone and trying to kill them. It's preferable, slightly preferable to me, rather than just wandering back around the dungeon about, if you remember, we had a giant boulder block our way last time, so we can no longer use these exits. So I have to backtrack, go through this either locked door or through this cavern here. And so we're gonna have to mark off time as we do this, as we move through back through the dungeon. And so I think if I can encounter someone behind this boulder somehow, I don't know how there's that, I don't really know how to explain that logically, but if I can, I will do it. So the end of the turn, like we said, we did the strength test. We did fail, unfortunately. Gwent's still not quite up to it, but we now need to roll to progress time. So once we shade this in, we roll 1d10, and if it is equal or less than, I should say, this tiny little 4 here, we've got ourselves an encounter, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 4! We do have an encounter! Oh my goodness. Well, let's grab table E and roll ourselves a monster, shall we? Drum roll, please. Remember, this is still our dungeon training 1, so we are rolling a negative 40. So it's very unlikely we'll get something massive, but still possible. What have we got? It's a 50. We're going to roll a 10. Oh boy, we've found the old enemy. More giant rats. Of course, they come scurrying out from under a giant boulder, those ghastly little fellows. Let's write them onto our combat track. As Gwent's body count goes up, our rewards will go with it. I'm just going to copy this because we know they are exactly the same. Again, they've got the pack value. Again, if they roll a 1, we get diseased. We're already slightly diseased, but not terribly diseased. just a tad disease. Not anything to worry about. Just a little wee disease. Okay. And that only counts when we refresh the time track, which we did forget to do that one time, but you know what, we're just going to live with it. So let us roll for the monster's reaction. Those giant rats are going to attack us as normal. So we are going to try and score a 30. Again, they have pack, so because there's 3 of them, they get 5 points, or 5 to their attack value for every one past the first. So think of it like 25 plus 5 plus 5. So they're rolling 35. We are rolling 30 for our strength. We're still not the strongest, but we're getting there, okay? We're getting there. Faith in Gwent. Ooh, a close 33. Not quite there, though. Let's roll for the rats. They're looking for 35. They've scored an 89, so they can go shove it as far as I'm concerned. They've rolled a 9. If the monster was damaged last round, it will escape. Well, they were not, so I suppose that's lucky. And we have rolled, yes, we've rolled a 1. Oops, we've rolled a 1. So that's it. We are on for the attack. Line him, they're up in our sights. We are going to lance the crap out of these rats. We're doing 5 damage and we've hit them in the head. Oh my gosh. That's an 8. So plus 3 damage modifier, plus 1 from our lance. So that is a 9 damage. Again, I haven't found out yet if we can actually just like, and like in one shot. I mean, obviously a lance doesn't quite work like that unless we literally just skewered them all, which would be incredible. But I don't think that's I don't think that's how it works. Number 2 is next on our list. The monster will roll, and they are going to try to get a 30 now, because 25 is their attack value, plus 5. So they're rolling for 30. Just like us, and they have scored an 11, so very nice for them. They have indeed hit us. Let's roll the damage and the location, and they've hit us in the head as well, I think, haven't they? They bloody well have. They've hit us in the head. They're only they've done 1 damage too, so that's diseased us. So their damage modifier is a -2. So 1 minus 2 is -1, plus 3 is 2. So they've done 2 damage to us in the head, and they've diseased us. So 2 damage to us in the head, that knocks us down to 7. And we get to shade in another disease pip. We're going to have to pay someone when we get out of this dungeon to cure us of our disease. We can, I think we can go to the healer or the market or something and get some sort of tincture or potion, or, put a leech on it and we'll be fine. That was a bit unfortunate, and actually I'm not really liking this. 7 health points. I'm not really digging that. I think we can, if we really need to, we can skip our attack and drink our lesser HP if we need to. Yeah, we can. So instead of attacking during step 2, we can either change weapon, cast a spell, or use a belt item. Or, of course, we can escape. We tried that with the bats. The less about that, the better. If we need to, we will take a lesser HP. If we fail this quest, I don't know what that says about us, but if we're going to have to come back in and get some more parts, 3 more parts to pass it, I'm going to be really upset. Let's roll for the monster reaction. It's a 2, so the monster will, somewhere on here, the monster will, if it has less than half its HP, it gains attack value of 5. Well, it doesn't, because it's still technically either way. So either this rat doesn't have less than half its HP, so it will not gain plus 5 value, or as a pack, again, 3 out of 7, it's not less than half its HP. So we're still good either way. Either way we want to interpret that rule. We are going to roll for a 30, and I would love to take out this second rat. We've rolled a 1 again. Look at that. Not bad indeed, Gwent. You cunning little fella. I think we've been played. I think Gwent was just kind of fooling around. He was like, yeah, I'm going to go left-handed on this one, see if I can take these bats down with my hand behind my back. But now it's really coming down to it. He's not doing bad, is he? He's not doing bad at all. That sly fellow. What is he going to do now? He's done a 6 damage. Well, I think we can safely say that that's going to kill them. I mean, we've hit them on their main weapon. So, I mean, I'm guessing for a giant rat, that's probably either a claw or a fang. We've done 6 damage plus 1. So 7 damage. Just in case. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that. Thanks for that clarification. 6 plus 1, everybody. 7. You're welcome. That's more than 2 as well. So we have actually killed that rat. Next, we're going to roll... I'm going to stop. Next, we're going to roll for the rat. Now they're down to 25 because they don't have any pack value at all, given that there's only 1 of them. And they've rolled an 89. Yeah, not so good when you're on your own, are you? There we go. We've got an 8. Oh, geez, what's that? I think that monster has less than half of its HP. It will escape. Now, again, what are we going to do? So we've done away with 5 out of 7 of their HP, but this particular rat does not have less than half of his HP. Answers on a postcard, which one do we go for? To be honest, I'm gonna give myself the benefit of the doubt here. I don't want them to escape. And so, rather than risk a strength test against their escape, I'm just gonna call it and say that because this rat doesn't have less than half his HP, it is not going to escape. I don't know if that's right. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know, throw it in the comments, whatever you think. But I'm just going to go for it because, personally, I just want to see Gwent smash some more rats. Let's see if he can score less than 30 and take another swing. What's that? Oh, he has this candle. All right, I've got to find your name. Props to whoever suggested the candle because it is doing us absolute wonders. I mean. And when it burns itself down to the nub, we have to make another because this is it's working out pretty well. So we've got ourselves an 11. Gwent is going to take another swing at the giant rats. Let's see. Oh, it's a 6. Well, he's absolutely smashed it. So it's a 6 minus 1 because we've hit them in the legs, but plus 1 because he's got a lance. So we have in fact done enough damage again to kill the giant rats. Oh, well. What a start. What an absolute champion this Gwent is. I am going to go ahead and say it. This lad, he's up for some greatness. He's on his way. I know he is. I knew it. I never doubted him. I never did. Let's roll on the parts table. Oh, wait, we have to roll for their attack, don't we? So they're rolling 25 because they're simultaneous. I remember. And they've rolled a 19, so they are going to get a shot in before we manage to dispatch them. And it is a 0 and a 4. So 0 is feet. So 4 minus 1 is 3. Minus 2 because of their modifier. Where are you guys? Yeah, their damage modifier is 2. So 4 minus 2 minus 1 is 1. So they're going to do 1 damage to us. Unless, where was it again? The feet. We don't have anything. Yeah, we don't have anything on our feet. Okay, so we're down to 6, but we've killed them. We've got them. We've dispatched our second pack of rats. Let's see what we're going to get. More arms, perhaps? Who knows? Let's roll against the parts table. It is a 41. A 41. We've got some saliva. Collecting this is not going to be easy, but just 1 vial will earn a fair price at the annual Mystics Convention. Giant rat saliva. Well, you know what? I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that was something that people might want, but apparently it is. Giant rat saliva, and it's worth 17 gold. One of those. Brilliant. I'm going to sell all of these, and we're going to use it to buy something cool. Well, you've passed your first quest, and you're looking to spend your well-earned gold. How about a visit to the teespring.com/stores/one-player store, where you can find yourself some exclusive D100 one-player merchandise. Use the code D100 to get 15% off your order. Back to the show. Now then, we've found ourselves 3 parts. We've passed the quest. Our reward becomes 50 gold pieces, and now we're out of the quest. We've got to go find out what we do now. We're back in town. All right, everybody, we have completed the quest, and confirmation that we don't have to make our way back through the dungeon. We just, it's kind of one of those where you just like the heroes reappear at the entrance. You know, you don't have to go. We don't have to worry about him making it back through all the traps and whatnot. Here we are, Dungeon Training 1, Basic Dungeoning, Loot 3 parts. That is complete. Our reward is 50 gold pieces. We're going to add that to our character sheet right here up at the top. Easy to miss, frankly, but GP, we have 50. Our reputation is still at Omega 1. We didn't get anything else for passing the dungeon training. It's kind of a given. We've got 3 lives. We've got 3 fate. Quest encounter mod. oh, we should have written -40 on here, but we didn't. But we remembered. So, before our next quest, before a new quest, the player must perform a number of tasks in preparation for the forthcoming adventure. The reputation rep plays a great part in the procedures. The higher it is, the better choices the character has. Refresh the tracks. Remove all keys and levers from their tracks. Keys and levers only open doors in a specific dungeon. That makes sense. Refresh the time tracker and remove any objectives. The character may seek the services of a healer and remove each poison pip for 40 GPs and each disease pip for 65 GPs and restore lost HPs for 20 GPs each. Alright, we can remove any items from the equipped belt, backpack and potions section of the character sheet and receive the sold items value in GP. Equipped belt, backpack and potions. So, and that's this, right? Non-slot items. I mean, that's this, isn't it? We're gonna sell all of these, and we're gonna buy some health back. I think probably. Oh, we can put here as well. Look, completed. 1. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Current quest. No, not anymore. Dungeon 2. Oh yeah, moving up in the world. So let's refresh all of our tracks. So we get rid of this lever. That's going to do nothing in the new dungeon. We're getting rid of all this time, because that doesn't matter either. Let's put our health over here as 6. But I think I would like to probably try and up that in the near future. Seek the services of a healer and remove each poison pip and each disease pip. I'm not too concerned about the disease, to be honest. We only had to refresh the time track once, and yes, I did forget to actually roll for disease, but we would still only suffer if we roll a 1 or a 2 on a D10, so I'm not terribly worried about it at the moment. I am worried about this, and so I would like to get back some HP. Now, I've got a lesser HP, but obviously I don't want to use that just yet. If I can, because I'd like to have that during combat probably. So if I can buy 3 or 4 HP while we're here, I think that's what we'll do. Now I can remove any items from the equipped belt, backpack and potions. And of course I can repair items too. You can repair each pip. Let's see how much it would be to repair our bill, because that was handy given that it did a +2 damage. And then maybe we could think about selling the lance and trying to buy something else. So roll on tables with the something similar number of times equal to your character's reputation value and choose 1 item to buy. Okay, so we've only got one reputation, so we can only buy the first thing that we roll. But to be honest, I mean, either armor or weapons would be helpful at this point. If I got another lance or something, I'd be pretty upset, to be quite frank. But if I sell, okay, so hear me out. I'm going to sell my lance, repair my bill. It says it's only 4 to repair, but that's obviously not true. I think it's 45. It's 48 to repair. So to even get it back down to the middle is going to cost us 130 gold, which is pretty much at the entirety of the lance. So I wonder if I sell the bill, is that worth it? Because I'm trying to roll for another weapon anyway. So why don't I do this? I'm going to sell the bill. Oof. Okay, big decisions are happening here. I'm going to sell the bill. It's going. I'm getting rid of it. The bill, secondhand bill, is gone. We're going to score 236. Oops, I rubbed out the kite shield. 236 gold for that. So that means we've got 286. We'll keep a running total. I can also sell the things in my backpack. So I'm going to sell miscellaneous bone, giant rat arm, go find that Icarus guy, 17 for the saliva, so that's what, 36, 43, 53, so that's 289, 339 gold. Now we're really talking. Now we're flashing some cash. Now, of course, I still cannot go and buy the weapon of my choice because my reputation is not enough. I still have to search the markets, which is a bit of a pain, to be quite honest. It costs 200 GP to score to trade a pill on a skill experience track. Yeah, I'm good on that. I think I'm fine without skills just at the moment. I do want another piece of either armor or a weapon. I'd like to hear your opinion, but since this is not going out live, I think I'm gonna have to make a decision. It would be nice to get something on the head, back, or the torso, wouldn't it? I mean, just to be able to modify this big damage mod. I mean, for right now, the studded belt isn't doing anything for us, neither is the hand wraps, to be quite honest. Our lance is in good shape, so we are going to keep that. I would really like a ranged weapon. I mean, like, if I could get myself a nice repeating crossbow, I'm telling you, it would be grand, because I'd be rolling against 50 instead of rolling against 30, and I think that would be most helpful. Even a catapult or a sling at this point would be fantastic, although -2 damage would not be that good. Let's see, throwing knives, that's pretty cool. Throwing spear, throwing axe, chakram, I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. Spear, a recurve bow. Should we go with armor? I mean, the lance has not proved as... The bill and the lance have not proved great, and we're probably going to be coming up against more bats, let's be honest. We've done 2 rats in a row, but we did get bats, and I think we're going to probably hit the same. Let's go for armor. I think there's nothing wrong with getting a little bit more armor, is there? And at least we'll be able to minimize our damage a little bit. Let's remind ourselves that I do want to spend 20 points per HP, and that's probably going to be about 80. So I'm thinking about spending about 250. It doesn't look like actually I'm going to be able to spend that much, really, on a piece of armor. So we're going to roll it once. We're searching the markets. We're going to roll once against the table. Gosh, all the pieces of paper are coming out again. We're going to roll once on the table, based on our reputation value. So let's see what we found at the market and whether we want to buy it. It's a 60 even, and that is a mail shirt. Yes, that is what I want. I do want some chainmail. 2 defense on our torso. Our condition is 2. That's fine, and it's only 58 gold pieces. Yes, okay. Done and done. What's that? 331, 280? 281? Maths is sometimes a thing. 281, and I'm going to equip that straight away. We've got a mail shirt. Mail hand wraps and a mail shirt, and I'm feeling pretty good about that. Mail shirt. It's got 2 defense. No extra damage, of course. 2 condition, and its value is 58. Its repair is 12. That I feel good about. I feel really good about that, actually. Yes, I think I made the right choice. Now I am going to spend some money on getting my health points up. I'd like to be able to find out how I can buy more of these, but I don't think I can. I think I just have to find them as items. So that's a bit unfortunate, but we'll roll with it. If I can get this back up to, let's see, I mean, if I spent 8, that's 160. I'd still have 121 gold pieces, and I'd get back up to 14. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to spend 160. So that leaves me with 121 gold in total. I think I'm done spending. I've seen my healer. I've gone to the market. 121 gold, and we're back up to 14 health points. I think that sounds pretty decent to me. So all in all, I think a relatively successful between quest adventure there. We've really set ourselves up for a good dungeon training too. What else can we do? We can build an empire by investing shares. You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and skip that for now. I could train. No, I can't, because I don't have enough money anymore. I can't buy anything else on the markets. I could repair stuff. I suppose I could get my shirt repaired. I mean, why not? You know, it's only 12 gold. Okay, so we will do that then. So what? 21 minus 12 is 109, and I'll just take off 1 pip of damage. So we kind of bought it and then we've upgraded it, and that way it's starting off a little fresher. And we could get rid of a disease pip for 65. You know what? No, I'm going to leave it. 109 gold sounds nice. I'll leave the disease. Hopefully we can just get through the next quest in less than a day, and we won't even need to worry about how diseased we are. And I think that will do it. Not a bad effort. We encountered some rats right away, smashed them all to pieces, got the heck out of that cave, and now I'm feeling pretty good about Dungeon Quest 2. Let's have a look at it before we begin. Let's have a look at it before we end today's episode and see what we're going to be up against. It's still the same encounter modifier, so that's promising. Basic dungeoning, we need to loot 3 weapons. So that basically means we need to run into more humanoids and not creatures. The encounter modifier is 40. Our reward again is 50 gold pieces. We fail, we lose half of our gold, so that would be 50 something, 54 or 55. Next dungeon training, we get to loot 3 armor, 1 of each, and then our dungeon training 5, our final effort in the dungeon. We get to loot some treasure. All right, we are done for the day. Gwent has earned himself a well-deserved nap. Thank you so much for watching, for all your support so far on the series, your suggestions, and your help with charming the dice gods, apparently, because this little thing has worked a charm. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing, or I'd love to have you along for the journey. Drop me a like if you like, leave some comments. I'd love to hear what you think of the adventure so far. We've done it. We've completed a quest. I'm so excited. It's only taken... Well, it's taken, what, 6 episodes? It's taken us 6 episodes to complete one quest. But Gwent is... He's on his way. I can feel it. He's on his way. He's on his way to stardom. And I just know it. I just know he's gonna be something special, this lad. I'm gonna stop blathering. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you later.